ways we bumped into each other last time.
I convinced them to stick around a little longer. We were all waiting on people, so I figured having a little company would help pass the time.
Ah, so you've been waiting for us? Does this mean that you've already arranged things with the Fatui?
Sure does. Now you're back, we can go meet up with them together. How'd your investigation of the Frost Moon Enclave go?
Well, we didn't find out Columbina's true name. But apart from that, it went pretty well.
Aha, just as well that I didn't tag along then. I'm sure our moon goddess wouldn't want every man and his dog knowing all about her private life. Still, desperate times, desperate measures, I guess. Someone had to do it.
So, Varka was waiting on us, but what about you two? Are you waiting for Alice?
Oh, no. We already met with her.
We discussed that experiment I mentioned to you last time. Oh, and she also handed me this communication device.
That's right. I understand she informed you about the relationship between the Phantom phenomena and Tevat's borders, yes? She wants me to help her with some more experiments on that front. She said that she'll contact me through this device with more information.
Ah, I see. Following instructions and making observations. Pretty common research method. Takes me right back to Albedo's lab.
Wait, then who exactly are you meeting?
Someone you know. Albedo's met him too. But I don't think Miss Lauma or the Grand Master have been introduced.
Introductions are overrated, especially in cases like this.
It's you!
So, it's not like the Academia has prohibitions against going abroad. Also, I applied for leave.
I've been writing to Hat Guy since obtaining a human form. I've already brought him up to speed on everything that's been going on in Nodcry.
Hat guy? Turns out, I actually have heard that name before.
Oh? Then why did you react the same way I did?
I only knew the name, not the fella. But since we're all here, let's do some introductions for what it's worth. I'm Varka, Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
Lauma, Moon Chanter of the Frost Moon Scions.
And I'm a Driosh from the Vahumana Darshan of the Sumero Academia. Hat Guy. Good to see you again, Mr. Guy. I believe we last saw each other on the boat ride here. Mind you, the only reason I came here is because there's someone I want to look into.
Who's that?
The Doctor, also known as Dottore, second of the Fatui Harbingers.
From the tone of your voice, it sounds like there's bad blood between you.
I was reviewing our archives and noticed that a lot of information about him was missing. Left a bad taste in my mouth. That's all there is to it. Dottore, or Zondik, as he was then known, once studied at the Academia, but he got kicked out before he could graduate.
So the Harbinger's #2 man is a college dropout? How embarrassing for them.
Last we heard, he was planning something. We actually heard that a few times before, even coming to Nodcry, but we haven't seen a trace of him since we got here.
He only appears when something interests him. For all we know, he might have left already. But the fact he did something here at all is worth noting. It'll fill a couple extra lines in his file.
Why does it sound less like a file you're writing and more like a criminal record? Anyway, we were just about to meet 2 of the other Harbingers. Want to come along? You might learn a thing or two about him there.
Sure.
Even though they're harbingers, well, they're old acquaintances of ours, so, you know, when you talk to them, try to be...
I got it.
The Frostmoon Scion's relations with the Fatui remain tense. Forgive me if I do not attend.
In that case, we'll continue assisting Miss Alice with her experiments.
Good stuff. Everyone's having a fruitful time. All right, we better get going. I'll lead the way.
Well, yeah, that's obviously part of it. But I'm not the only one who has a score to settle with him. Neither you, nor Lesser Lord Kusanali, nor I want to see him meddling with things again. What's the hurry? Don't worry. Pigeons always know which way home is.
You made it. Who is this?
A scholar from Sumeru. They call him Hat Guy. He's an old friend of the Travelers.
Wait, this is the academia representative you wrote about? He doesn't exactly look the part.
I believe this will prove my identity. You'll notice it bears the seal of the Sanctuary of Surasthana.
Well, what do you know? So it does. All right then. My mistake.
It's fine. I expected as much.
What?
So as I mentioned in my letter, the Academia's got its eyes on Dottore. But this matter remains top secret. Apart from those assisting in the investigation, the fewer people who know, the better.
If anyone asks, I'm here in Notcry to pursue my personal academic interests.
Gotta say, Varka, you did pretty well to keep all this under wraps for so long. Sounds like you got in touch with the Academia about this way back.
you flatter me.
Where do I even start? Remember that time we fought Rerir at Star Sand Shoal? He sure let me have it then, didn't he? I'll bet Dottore had that all sketched out, with me as his convenient little pawn. He could not care less about us if he tried, but hey! The feeling's mutual.
Does Dottore really strike you as the sort who values his relationships with his colleagues?
Fair point. Definitely not.
Which is why I always keep my guard up whenever he starts making suspicious moves. To that extent, our motivations align. On top of which, I consider you trustworthy people. Now, back on topic. In the wake of the Reikir of Solnari episode, Sandrone and I grew suspicious about Dottore's complete inaction during the entire affair. So we tried to find out what he'd been up to, but unfortunately to no avail.
He never lets anyone in on his plans. The more he cares about something, the more secretive he gets.
Indeed. Perhaps he believes that by keeping a low profile, he can avoid trouble. But that trick isn't going to work on his colleagues.
Yeah, I mean, he's been researching the ancient moon's remnants. And he's been trying to get his paws on the moon marrows. Only an idiot would believe he doesn't have something more planned.
With this in mind, I returned to Snezhnaya and relayed my thoughts to Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, entreating her to have him recalled.
That's pretty direct. Did the Tsaritsa agree?
Yes. I made it abundantly clear that the Fatui's business in Nodcry is almost concluded, and we do not need 3 harbingers in this territory. Her Majesty concurred. Accordingly, Dottore has returned at her orders. I imagine he is continuing with experiments, which no one besides he would ever have any interest in.
Common sense might mean nothing to him, but he's not stupid. He knows that no good can come from opposing the Tsaritsa. Smarts alone won't get him all the way. He needs the Rooster's resources and Regrator's Mora. both of which the Tsaritsa can strip from him by waggling a finger.
But doesn't he have a track record of publicly following orders while going against them in private? He probably has it down to a fine art by now.
Wouldn't put it past him. We worked together on a research project once. Only briefly, but it was enough to show me that we're fundamentally different people. He has no interest in doing things methodically, stage by stage. His thoughts jump all over the place, and the moment his curiosity is satisfied, or he gets the results he wants, he disappears. The only similarity we share is that, once we set our minds on doing something, we will see it done, whatever it takes.
Oh, we definitely saw some of that in your battle with Rerir. You got so competitive.
Ugh, do not remind me.
Then I believe we all concur. Dottore will not simply give up.
Fantastic. Now this is turning into a whole day of unpleasant memories. Ugh. Are you talking about the moon marrow stuff?
He also strikes me as the kind of person to disregard experimental regulations, ruin all the equipment, and go way over budget. Then leave the first person he can find to deal with the fallout.
Exactly. This one time, he was running some high-temperature experiment and the substance exploded. But does he care? No. He orders his subordinates to open the device so he can observe the results, which causes the gas inside to leak out. That gas was poisonous. If I hadn't been there, who knows how many people might have died. And after all that, he left while I was still cleaning up after his mess. What a waste of time, he said. Waste of time? The nerve! He wasted my time!
You've been bottling that up for a while, huh?
Hat guy, I must say, you seem awfully familiar with internal Fatui affairs. Especially when it comes to Dottore.
Thank you, Lady Harbingers, for providing such valuable information. I have no other questions for now, so I'll be on my way.
Wait, what? You're just gonna leave?
You're welcome to join if you want.
Ugh. Just when Paimon thought he'd finally mellowed out.
He makes quite the impression.
I'll say. I've met tons of headstrong people, but not many of them would join me in bad-mouthing Dottore. Anyway, back to the main agenda. Barca, you said that Columbina has gone missing? Or rather, disappeared.
Yeah. We're working on building a connection between her and this world. The simplest method is to find out her real name.
I've actually asked her that question before, but she said she didn't know. Considering our relationship, I doubt she was lying to me.
As far as I recall, she was never dispatched by Her Majesty to claim a gnosis or anything like that. The Tsaritsa's plans had long contained a place specifically for her.
I always thought that was weird. What could she do that the rest of us couldn't? Knowing what we do now, it's probably something related to Kavaki, right? More than likely. When she first arrived, Columbina would often go to Her Majesty and ask when she could start the task assigned to her. But Her Majesty always gave the same reply. The time has not yet come. So she spent her days in Snezhnaya doing basically nothing. The Tsaritsa has summoned a beautiful blind maiden to be a harbinger, giving her the third seat by virtue only of her enchanting voice. It was a dumb and stupid rumor, but the reality of the situation made it hard to refute.
And what happened after that?
I imagine she stopped caring. She no longer seemed to care why she had been recruited, and Her Majesty never gave her any missions, so she just continued to sing in the flower garden. For my part, I was busy. So busy, in fact, that watching someone be that idol had me fuming. But still, I got the sense that she had long been used to a life of other people claiming she was needed when she wasn't.
I just felt that having a place to stay would cost me something eventually. And so I waited quietly for the day that I would have to pay the price.
And on the other end of that spectrum, you had me. Someone once told me that I had the lousiest work and the toughest luck. That's a good way of putting it. I forget who said it, but those words have always stuck with me.
But you've done your job exceptionally well all this time. Because at heart, you are a conscientious person.
What is it? Something come to mind?
That makes sense. Nothing screams you are needed like your name shouted from across the town.
Well, good luck with it. But if you ask me, Colambina is still the most shoutable name. I'm just so used to it now, after all the arguments we've had. I can't be bothered trying to remember another name for her.
Nor I.
Sandrone. Harlequino.
Huh! It's a Sealy! Does that mean Nicole has news for us?
Ladies, I thank you for your hospitality. If the chance ever comes up, I definitely owe you both a drink sometime.
I'm sure it will.
You can make your own way out. Heck, you've been here enough times, you probably know your way around better than I do. Okay, time to do what adventurers do best. Follow that Sealy!
Here you are.
Oh, that guy.
How come you're back so soon? Did things go all right with the Fatui?
Fine. Dotori's been summoned home by the Tsaritsa. Couldn't get much more than that. How about you? Any progress with the investigation?
Unfortunately not. We've tried everything. Different phantoms, different locations, different points in history. But the results are the same each time.
Abyssal monsters roaming the land. People crying out in despair, with no hope of being rescued.
Every time I see it, I can't help but think, is this what it was like in Mondstadt when Dragonspine Durin attacked? And if I fail in the task I've been given, will I create yet another tragedy?
That's just meaningless speculation.
When we encountered similar phenomena previously, I tried to interfere with those illusions, using sounds and lights to guide them. However, we could not change their fates. At most, we were able to extend their existences.
The events of the past are like fate that has been written into Irminsul. There isn't a living thing in Teyvat that can escape its past.
But Miss Alice instructed us to try to find ways to change the outcome that these phantoms face.
It's an impossible task. Can't you just refuse?
Since she asked us to do this, I feel like it can't truly be impossible. Or if it is, well, mages can make the impossible possible. I could not have been born as Durin otherwise.
But you also said that your past 39 attempts were fruitless.
That's true.
But you're still going.
Yes.
After this many futile attempts, surely you realize that you're not doing this because you still believe what some mage told you. It's because you want her hypothesis to come true. It's something you wish for deep inside. So, think for yourself about what you want to do. As long as you don't believe it's futile, it isn't.
Yeah.
Previous experience indicates that we cannot touch the phantoms, which limits the effectiveness of our interventions. If we want to clear this hurdle, we need to break this rule somehow.
Same thought here. Following the same rules means repeating the same failures. Reducing ourselves to mere playthings of fate.
So you mean we need to figure out a way to make contact with them despite knowing that we can't?
Yes, and I suspect that's something only you are capable of. Everything in Tevat is logged in Irminsul, but the withering that once occurred in Sumeru was a sign that the Great World Tree was being corrupted.
This corruption allowed things that should not have existed in Tevat to appear. This is tantamount to rewriting reality to an extent.
You're saying abyssal power might be able to affect those phantoms?
No one's ever tried it before. If you're gonna try it, it'll take courage. And you have to be confident that you can control it.
Is anyone there? Has anyone seen my daughter? She's missing. I have to find her. I hear someone inside. Spargana? Are you in there? Ah!
If I can use my abyssal powers to warn him that there is danger here, maybe it'll change his decision. Maybe he'll stay away.
Yes. The important thing is not the nature of the power, but rather how you use it.
To intimidate and obstruct. Sounds about right for the Abyss.
Let me try. I should be able to influence that thing.
Have you seen a little girl?
What? This isn't the time for that! Just run!
I hear someone inside. Spargana? Are you in there?
Where are all these monsters coming from?
Ah! Have you seen a little girl?
What? This isn't the time for that! Just run!
I hear someone inside. Spargana? Are you in there?
Where are all these monsters coming from?
What is this? Looks dangerous. I should get out of here.
He really left. Ha! We did it!
Don't celebrate too soon. Follow him. See what he does next.
Monsters approaching from the front. You need to stop them and create an opportunity for him to hide.
Help me!
Monsters approaching from the front. You need to stop them and create an opportunity for him to hide.
No! There's monsters ahead! Wait, is that the barrier I saw earlier? Why is it appearing now? It's as if someone's controlling it. The monsters are gone. Is it safe now? monster's gone too. How odd. Anyway, I guess I'll keep going.
Quickly, let's keep up.
Wait, there was someone else here? Don't go any further. We've got anti-monster traps laid out everywhere. But my daughter must just be up ahead. I have to go. This way's blocked.
We might be able to use the explosives over there, but we need to take care not to hurt him. I'll use the barrier to keep him at a safe distance.
This barrier seems to be helping me somehow. Hey, wake up! Oh, no good. Gotta keep moving ahead. So many monsters!
There's still a chance, Durin. Use the traps.
Help me! Help me! Help! Help me! Help me!
This is a new development. I've never seen this happen before. We might just be able to save this person.
Hello there. Have you seen my daughter? Spargana is her name. She's carrying a large backpack.
Get out while you still can, you fool. You won't find any survivors here.
But I can't just leave her here. She must be so scared right now.
Sorry. Wish I could help, but I haven't seen her. You'll just have to keep looking.
Okay, thank you. If I do find her, I'll get her to shelter and come back for you.
Don't bother. I've got nowhere left to go.
What's that noise? Monster!
No, if he goes inside, he'll be walking into a trap. Let's try this once more. This time, we have to stop him.
Why? How will I know where Spargana's gone like this? You know what? I'll trust this strange barrier. It's gotten me this far after all. What? What's this? Hey! Spargana, are you there? That looks like one of my daughter's books! Thank you. Thank you! Yes, it's one of hers for sure. That's her name on it right there. She left her backpack here.
Durin, just like last time. Use the explosives.
It won't work. There's not enough left. If he makes it in, he'll die. But then, this clue could be the key to him finding his daughter.
It might not be the only one. Better he misses that clue than loses his life.
I guess so.
Stop him, Durin. We can't let him get any further in.
That's my daughter's book! She's passed this way! Why? Why won't you let me go in? I've searched and searched and searched just for this! But how will I find her without any clues? I no longer have anywhere else to go.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. He refuses to go anywhere else. Whether he opens this door or not, all that awaits him now is death. We couldn't change his fate. Albedo? Hat guy? Let's try one more time. I don't know how we're gonna do this, but I don't want to give up either.
Why am I here? What's going on? All these scenes running through my head. Where are they from?
Huh? What's going on?
His reactions have changed.
How many times have I... What's happening to me? Huh? Wait. Who are you?
You can see us now?
I feel like I always could, but that I only just realized you were there. I'm sorry, I don't know how to describe what I'm feeling. But you were the ones guiding me using that marked barrier, right? I haven't done anything yet, but those monsters, those deaths, they feel like memories. Like things I really did experience. I won't find my daughter. In fact, I'll ultimately die trying to find her. Isn't that right?
Well, no, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Even so, we're trying to find a way out of this.
You've not seen my daughter either, have you? It seems she really isn't here.
I'm sorry we couldn't help you.
I'm just tired. Maybe this is destiny. Maybe it doesn't matter how hard I search. How long do I have left?
Experience says 15 to 20 minutes.
15 to 20. Thank you for all your help. Let's rest a while. You look exhausted too.
Now's not the time for you to start pitying us.
It's not pity. I'm just realizing that I've only got 10 or so minutes left. You know? You say you're from Mondstadt, yes? A place with windmills, where people enjoy limitless freedom? And you're from Sumeru, where they've built an academy into a giant tree?
Yes. It seems you've never heard of either place.
Those names are unknown to me, I'm afraid, yes. Have you heard of Hyperborea?
I have, but I heard that it was destroyed in the distant past.
I see. That was where my ancestors once lived. What about Delphi Pytho? Was it later rebuilt?
I've never heard that name.
Then what about Sal Vindagnir?
I have seen that name on stone tablets on Dragonspine. But I'm afraid the only things left of that place are its ruins.
I see. Sure enough, there was no way to turn this around, huh? I'm sorry. I was the one who asked to chat, but it seems like we're too many ages apart. There's barely any common ground to start from.
It's all right. We did hear something new, at least.
From how you speak of your lives, things must be going all right for you, I guess.
They are. Mondstadt is a place of freedom and happiness. There's a lot of good people in the church and the Knights of Favonius, and even outsiders find that it's an easy place to feel at home. We have festivals a few times a year. Everyone gets together to drink, sing, and be merry.
Sumeru is a lot more uptight. Not really the kind of place where you can relax. It's a nation fraught with problems wherever you look. But if all you want in life is to seek knowledge, I guess it's pretty much paradise.
That's wonderful. In other words, after this all-devouring black tide passed, humanity did not merely avoid extinction, but rose to build prosperous civilizations anew. I mean, I can see you all right now. That must mean the future isn't a total mess, right?
That's true.
Well, time's almost up. Let's part ways, I think. Might be best if you don't waste too much time on me. The chances are slim, I know, but I'd like to spend these last few minutes looking for Spargana. If things work out, I'd love to tell her about what I've heard. May we meet again. Well, or not, most probably. In that case, may your wishes come true.
He's gone. In a few minutes, he will meet the end that was his to begin with. The ending of this tale did not change, but I believe that we've just made the most progress we have yet.
May your wishes come true. If only it were so simple.
Hat guy, could I ask you a question? You've never talked about your past. It seems complicated, and it weighs heavily on you, too. Would you be willing to tell me about it? I mean, sometimes it's better to get things out in the open. Take that guy we tried to help, for instance. At least he said goodbye with a smile, right? I know about Albedo's past. Our experiences are very similar, and he created me. As for you, you're my first friend, and you've witnessed every step I've taken. But by comparison, I know nothing about you. Either way, I mean, we're still best friends. But if I knew more about you, I might understand your thoughts a bit better.
I've told you about myself. I'm a student at the academia.
And what did you do before that?
Prepared for the entrance exam?
All right. If you really don't want to talk about it, I won't press you any further.
I was a puppet built from the branches of a white tree, using technology left behind by the Conrian schools of mechanical engineering.
A white tree? You mean an Irminsul tree?
Yes, a branch of Irminsul that was once connected to the main tree.
So you had a human creator too?
Yeah, but my creator abandoned me after deciding that I was a failure. After that, Durin, resisting the influence of the abyss, suppressing the urge to destroy, trying to do the right thing. None of these things are easy, but no matter how hard they are, trying to rewrite past wrongs is far harder. You asked me if you would create a new tragedy if you failed. I told you there was no point speculating about that, but the real answer is, yes, you absolutely will.
That guy.
But at least you've got people here to help steer you away from the wrong path. So, just keep aiming towards the light.
I will. I promise.
All right, break time's over.
Hello? Durin speaking.
Hello, friends, it's me. What have you been up to, I'm detecting some unmistakable fluctuations here at the border. The amplitude isn't particularly high, but they're completely different signals from the ones before, and the scale is comparable to those I've detected previously.
Alice, we were unable to save that person. However, he appears to have retained a portion of the memories gained through that cycle, and was able to hold a conversation with us.
I see. Well, that is rather odd indeed. It definitely merits further attention. Could I trouble you to keep trying the same approach? I need to gather some more data. Counting on you. I should probably have Nicole come and check this out as well.
There you are. I was worried you might stop to collect treasure chests opened by the Seelie along the way. It would have taken you so much longer to get here.
Another conversation I cannot hear.
I am delighted to see that you understand what takes priority, and that your adventurer's instinct has not swayed your resolve. Really, I must applaud you for it. You should know.
Paimon's head.
Okay, I'll try and keep it short. My senses are telling me that this is where we shall find the entrance to the ruins.
Oh, cool! Well, what are we waiting for? Let's open it up and see!
Patience. This was a sanctuary of great importance to the Hyperboreans. A special process is required to open the gate.
Oh! Like the place that housed the Eternal Moon's marrow?
Okay, so what's the plan? Need us to do anything? And just the short version, if you can.
Ah. Alright then. I was planning to start with some background on the invention of these techniques. Are you sure you don't want to hear it? It's quite informative.
Remember what you were saying about priorities?
Fine. Simply put, we need 3 human representatives to successfully undergo a process of Kuvaki resonance. Think of it as a test from the 3 moon goddesses to see if the entrants are qualified, with the most recognizable qualification being Kuvaki.
Pretty sure Lauma would ace that test. Oh, wait. But we need 3 people.
I also have no doubt that the Moon Chanter would be qualified. But we would need 2 other people with the same constitution. Therefore, the most feasible method is not so much to follow the rules, but to figure out how the test functions and find a workaround. I've done some research, and it turns out the mechanism is rather crude. We'll simply need humans to stand before it who have sufficient Kuvaki energy within them.
I'm with you so far. How do we get the Kuvaki in them?
The easiest way would be transfusion. Take some Kuvaki from Nodkrai's soil, put it into the bloodstream, and get it circulating in the body.
So we're going to cheat on the test?
Precisely. There are other methods, but this is the simplest one. Cheating the system is much easier than trying to hide from it.
Huh? Ah!
Sorry? Does the idea of cheating upset you, Miss Lauma?
No, that's not it. I suddenly had an idea.
Oh, what is it?
It's about Moon Prayer Night. I figured out a way for Kutar to join in the festivities.
Huh?
But as Paimon said, we need to have our priorities straight. Let's get back to the test. I'll follow up with Nefer on the festival arrangements.
Oh, okay. Anyway, is this really the best method we have? A Kuvaki transfusion sounds dangerous, no matter how you slice it.
If you think that's dangerous, wait till you hear the other methods. I'd be more than happy to go through them if you'd like. There are several.
No need, we're good. Let's go with this one.
Very well. Kuvaki transfusion it is. Now, I should mention that the risks can be greater or lower depending on individual compatibility. It would be rash to simply infuse the Kuvaki and hope for the best. If the body rejects it, the reaction can be quite severe. The symptoms are similar to another condition that some people living here suffer from, known as congenital Kuvaki sensitivity. So, before we execute our plan, I will perform a simple test of my own to see who is compatible and who is not. Once that is done, we will have to complete the resonance process as rapidly as possible. The participants must remain stationary while the Kuvaki circulates and bonds with them, and they mustn't eat or drink anything.
What? No eating or drinking?
That's some hardcore fasting. They'll all be monks by the time they're through.
"3 days.
Oh, that's so long! And we still need to find 2 more people who are not just compatible, but
Also willing to volunteer.
Fasting? What are they talking about?
Really? Don't you want to think this through?
Haha, count me in too. 3 days without food? I can handle that. Miss Nicole has made it clear that this is the easiest way. The way I see it, there's nothing else to discuss. It's time to step up.
Yeah, you're right. In that case, Paimon volunteers to be captain of logistics. She'll keep the fires lit and grab some spare clothes to keep you comfortable.
Then we'll start with you first, Traveler. Please step forward. How's it going? Do you feel anything? How about now? And now? What about now?
You guys, it's not a competition, you know.
All right, I'm officially impressed. Even as a descender, you can withstand far more than I imagined. It's like I summoned a giant stone titan to arm wrestle you, and your arm hasn't even moved an inch. In my last attempt, I infused 5 times the amount of Kuvaki required. Yes, safe to say, compatibility won't be an issue for you. You're eligible to join. You're next, Mr. Varka.
Sure, here goes nothing.
All right, I'll start where we left off. 5 times the required Kuvaki dose.
Whoa, 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 hey, wait a minute.
How's it going?
No, not great. I kinda wanna puke. Feels like I've been drinking too much. A few bottles of wine, then a big stein of Dark Horse, with some hard liquor from Liyue mixed in. You think this is funny? I just lost to a young lady in an arm wrestling contest. I'm never gonna live that down.
My apologies. I'll lower the concentration and try again.
Oh.
How's it going now?
I'm not as dizzy as last time, but I can still feel it pulsing around.
In that case, you wouldn't be an ideal choice, Mr. Varka. Let's try someone else.
Okay, let's go ask some of our other friends then.
No surprises here, Miss Moonchanter. You're perfectly compatible. You may join.
I'm getting a slight headache.
Shame. You were so close.
Whoa, I'm itching all over.
Allergic reaction. We can't have that.
Huh? Well, are you gonna start or what?
The Hexenzirkel is an organization that cares for and protects children. We will not have them do dangerous things. Not even tests.
Is something the matter?
The candidates have to be human.
I guess that rules me out too.
Huh. Everyone except the Moonchanter got beaten. Guess I don't need to feel so bad after all. I mean, Looks like this isn't gonna be as easy as we thought.
Perhaps I could ask for volunteers among the Frost Moon Scions.
I'll see about talking to some trusted Lightkeeper colleagues. Itlua springs to mind. In fact, I think we had some former Frost Moon Scions join our ranks recently.
Can you give me the scientific explanation for how the test works? I can probably make some kind of test bot. Then we can just zip through Nasha Town, going up to people and pressing a button to check their status. Wouldn't that be way easier?
No.
Wow! No elaboration for once.
How about I contact the Knights of Favonia's garrison in the Wave Chaser plane? Shame that Lohan's already left. And that guy's even tougher than I am.
Strange. The moon goddess is clearly revered by many people. So why is she on the brink of disappearing?
She mentioned that the world has rejected her from the very beginning.
And when we fought the Reikir of Salnari, it seemed like she exhausted her power for our sake.
Also, I'm not sure revered is the right word for how people feel about her.
Gratitude, certainly. For my part, anyway.
It's basic reciprocity. She helped us, so she deserves our help in return.
Yeah. Even though she looked like she didn't care, she still saved a ton of people, including me.
A review of the relevant data leads me to conclude that Miss Columbina is a good person.
Yep, you bet!
They really think so?
I'm super surprised that Columbina isn't her actual name, though. I think it really suits her. It's light and graceful and... yeah, just a really pretty name.
I know, right?
Unfortunately, that's not our decision to make.
Columbina. That was the code name the Fatui gave me. But it also came up in the song I heard when I was born. But... is that really all there is to it? What do I truly think of my own name? Is there anyone left who will still call me by that name?